Who is Anthony Comstock? What were the Comstock Laws? And why should we care today? I'm Joanna Shoup. I'm a Gilded Age historical author. I've spent a lot of time researching the 19th century. And if you'd like to read one of my books that has to deal with reproductive freedoms in the 19th century, as well as the Comstock Laws, that would be The Duke Gets Even. Comstock is born in Connecticut to very religious parents, especially his mother, who reads daily Bible passages to Anthony and his siblings, warning about the perils of vice. Anthony, after the Civil War, moves to New York City, where he gets a job in a dry goods store. New York City, after the Civil War, we really see the rise of what we call the sporting class or the leisure class of men. They have money. They've just graduated college. They're not married. They're running around the city, attending baseball games and football games and gambling and visiting SWs and bicycling. So it's really just this sort of free-for-all in the city. We also see women now in the city who are unmarried, who no longer need to live on the farm. They can come to the big cities. They can get jobs. They can make their own money. They can live in boarding houses with other women. They're also bicycling around the city. They're traveling on streetcars. There's a level of independence for women that we hadn't really seen yet in this country. And so this is sort of the soup that Comstock moves into after the Civil War. So Comstock's working in this dry goods store, and one of his coworkers comes in one day and complains about an STD that he has contracted from an SW because he was lured away from the path of morality by this erotic literature that he's been consuming. So Comstock, feeling very emboldened and righteous, marches down to this purveyor of the said erotic literature and buys some. Then he finds the nearest policeman and demands that the store owner of the erotic literature is arrested. The arrest is actually based on a law nobody cared about circulating obscene materials, but the arrest does make it into the newspaper, and this makes Comstock really happy. He decides to actually do it again. By this time, he is working with the Young Men's Christian Association, which we know is the YMCA, who had their committee for the suppression of vice already rolling. So Comstock invites a reporter along with him to go target another erotic literature shop. And this arrest also makes it into the newspaper. So Comstock gets on a real roll here, and he gets more and more notoriety. He's just a squeaky wheel that knows how to really get publicity.